Alrighty, here we go. So, that's not right. Let me bring it down here a little bit so everybody can see me. All right, that's pretty good. So I was fussing with my camera and all that before I got on here, and I had to start the live over. This is a private live stream, so that basically means that I'm doing this live through YouTube, but nobody can see it until I release it. All right. So with that being said, hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Things, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of everybody for this special reading. So we just had the new moon in Taurus on Monday. Now tomorrow we have another special transit, which is Jupiter in Pisces. Okay, I don't know if you guys have been seeing astrologers or tarot readers or people talk about this, but this is going to be like a very magical time. Now, this transit only lasts from May 13th to July 28th, 2021. And then it goes back into Aquarius. And then it transits back into Pisces at the end of the year. So this is like a little teaser, a little taste test of some magic, some abundance, some opportunities that we're going to be seeing for ourselves. All right. So it's kind of like this short-lived type of fantasy vibe. All right. Until Jupiter goes into Pisces full time. So yeah, just a little bit about this. This is going to be a different kind of reading. This is going to be a little bit of, well, it's like similar to my usual ones with astrology and tarot, but it's more so going to be a generalized tarot reading for the beginning of it. All right. So just a little background if you're not really too sure about what the planets represent, what certain things mean. Jupiter is at home in Pisces. In traditional astrology, Jupiter is the ruler of Pisces. So, and in modern, it's the ruler of Sagittarius. Or is Sagittarius? Yeah, no. Let's keep it going. All right, sometimes I get confused with astrology because y'all know I'm like intermediate, but anyway, so Jupiter, the planet of growth, abundance, luck, expansion. All right, and then it's going to be in the sign of Pisces, which rules over dreams and fantasies and truth, protection, intuition, all that good stuff. All right. So basically what that means is, and Pisces also rules over faith, and so does Jupiter. They're both associated with faith. So whatever you have faith in, what you believe in, what you have a strong sense of, literally faith, having faith in your dreams, that is where you're going to see a lot of growth. And the things that you want to manifest, you're going to see grow. All right. Now, a couple warnings before we go into the tarot energies and see what's coming up there. Jupiter can grow forever, and with that energy it can also turn into greed. So be careful of like just taking and being greedy about certain things. And then Pisces can have weaknesses when it comes down to victimizing, escapism tendencies, wanting to escape this world, drug addictions, any type of codependency, stuff like that. And also Pisces, now in a modern astrology ruled by Neptune, has a tendency to get confused or be naive, or there's a lot of illusions surrounding what's real. Oh my gosh, y'all. Did y'all see how my phone just yeeted? Nah, I got this new case. Oh my gosh. I'm not starting the video over, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. I got a new phone case and it's a little bit bigger than my norm, so it's probably like not used to being in that holster. But anyway, I hope that didn't distract everyone. Sorry, I have on shorts. I do have on pants, all right, but they're shorts. So anyway, y'all, that's a sign that this is going to be a very spectacular thing, and I can't edit it out because this is live. So anyway, I'm glad that nobody's in here right now. But yeah, so those are the two warnings of what Jupiter can be in the negative traits, and what Pisces can be in the negative traits. All right. So I hope that doesn't happen to my phone again, because I don't want to get up again. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is we're going to have a general reading for everyone. Whatever comes through intuitively, and you can apply it to your situation. If it resonates, that's great. If it doesn't resonate right now, wait it out, see what happens by July, and see if it resonates. Okay. And then at the end, I'll go through a very brief overview of where Jupiter in Pisces is going to be happening for everyone based on sun and rising signs. It's going to be very quick. All right. So wherever, looking to wherever Jupiter is in your houses and wherever Pisces is in your houses is where it's going to really be affecting you and where you're going to experience growth and expansion. All right. So with that being said, let's get into the reading for everybody. All right. Positive vibes, high vibrations for everyone during this Jupiter and Pisces transit. What does the collective, whoever's watching this, what's the energy overall going to be for everyone? Believe in the impossible. Yes, that's kind of what I was saying about having faith in your dreams. New moon in Pisces. The Pisces energy is here. All right, what else do we have for everyone during this transit? Nothing is set in stone. And then we have show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Okay, full moon in Aquarius is going to be during Leo season. So again, this transit is going to go all the way through, well, not all the way through Leo season. It's going to go through Cancer season and stop at the end of Cancer season. And it's going to briefly be in Leo season. But anyway, we got all the energies here to show us what's going on. So first and foremost, we have believe in the impossible. Again, with that Pisces energy, Pisces deals a lot with fantasy, the unseen, the unknown, what's hidden, all right? Because Pisces is one of the most spiritual signs, pretty much the most spiritual sign, it deals with intuition. And you know, intuition and logic are two totally opposite things, okay? So with that, believing in the things that you cannot see, this is the energy that we need to be in. Believing in your intuition and trusting that just because it's not there yet or just because you can't see it yet doesn't mean that it does not exist. That's the first thing. Next thing we have here, the Pisces energy. Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. So we just had the new moon in Pisces. So I'm hearing that you should, if you did like a new moon ritual, go back and see what you wrote down for that ritual, or kind of take this energy of the Jupiter in Pisces as like another new moon in Pisces is what I'm feeling. So whatever you manifested under the new moon in Pisces, if you manifested anything, or think back to March when we just had this, I believe it was actually March 13th. So it's like May 13th is like another new moon in Pisces, so to speak. Look back, and especially if you wrote notes, really meditate on those. With meditate and contemplate, meditate on the notes that you took around that time, or meditate on those things that you wrote down for yourself, the things that you wanted and everything. Next, we have mutable moon. Mutable signs are Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, and Gemini. Nothing is yet set in stone. All right, so remember, with mutable energy, that is the energy of being very flexible. So while Jupiter is in Pisces, we are going to be doing a lot of daydreaming and thinking and maybe even like changing our minds, you know, because mutable energy can be a bit indecisive. So really thinking about all the endless possibilities of things that we want to manifest, things that we want to happen. And with that, nothing is going to be set in stone. So again, this transit is only from May to July. So you're getting like a taste of what you could have. You're like dipping a toe, you're testing the waters, but nothing is like solidified. So if you don't like something, or you want to change your mind, you still can. All right, that's not going to stunt your growth necessarily. And then you have show the world the real you. I'm not completely sure when the full moon in Aquarius will be. I know it'll be in Leo season, but I'm not sure if it's going to be in July or in August. So if anybody can find that information, put it in the comments. That would be awesome. But show the world the real you. This is a time period where you want to focus on your authenticity and think about things that you truly believe in. All right. So Jupiter is associated with our beliefs. It's associated with what reigns true to us. It's about could be about spiritual practices, because Pisces is also associated with spiritual practices. So if you feel like you're moving towards another type of spiritual path, or you're changing your belief system, you're changing your religion, It is time during this period. This can be a great time where you're going to see a lot of great feedback. You're going to get great results if you put yourself out there in a real way. Like you're more honest with yourself, you're more truthful about things that you like. This could be about anything from sexuality to career choices to relationship status, like who you want to be with, anything that you feel like you firmly believe in. Show the world that side of you. That is what's going to bring you a lot of growth, abundance, and expansion. Let's see what else we have here. Let's use my deck to see what else is going to be happening during this Jupiter and Pisces transit for the collective. What else is happening during this transit for the collective? Well, that was 3 cards. Let's do one at a time. We have embrace. Okay. What else do we have for the collective? We have incoming love. We have intuition, ego, reconsider, and then we have companionship. Okay, a lot of we got twin flame at the bottom. We have a lot of love energies here showing up. Again, Pisces is a water sign, so a lot of emotion in regards to everything that's happening as well. So we have embrace. Some of you could have some incoming love. If you're single right now, this is going to be a really good time. I'll tell you specifically who the love vibes are going to really be coming towards. Well, I'll tell you now, and then I'll tell you why later on. Virgo and Scorpio energy, as a sun or rising sign, a lot of love coming towards you during this transit. You could get into a relationship during the period or meet someone really special. But anyway, for everybody though, this is like a strong energy of where you're going to be feeling like you want to get deeper into connections of all kinds. Okay, with the companionship, trust, and loyalty card, you're going to be really clinging to those people that you can trust, or you're going to be looking for your soul tribe. This is a time where your soul tribe can find you if you're setting intentions and you're being open-minded about who you are. So this all goes back to this energy. Showing the world the real you. This is a very important message, y'all, so listen closely. If you want to find your people, if you want to find your soul tribe, you want to find those people that you can trust, who you can have loyalty with, you can have companionship with, you have to make sure that you are living as authentically as possible. Because if you're wearing a mask and you're living a life that is not fully who you are, or you're projecting something out into the world, you're being one way in social media, but that's not how you are in real life, or you're trying to save face and be a person who, just for appearances, or to please your family, or to please some people around you, or to just make yourself look another way, you're not going to be able to find your people. Because your people, some people can see through all that, but most of the time you're going to be attracting the wrong people because you're not showing the side of you that you want to have come towards you. Okay, you're showing for some of you, you could be showing like a more superficial side to people. You're not being as vulnerable and intimate as you could be, and therefore you're not going to find the people that can connect with you on a deeper level. You're going to find people that are going to connect with you on a shallow level, on a surface-based level, because of what you're giving off. All right, so if you want to find your people, it is going to take you to be more authentic, more vulnerable, more intimate. Surrender the ego-driven ways of thinking about yourself, about your life, the ways that you think people want you to act and be, and just be who you really are. All right, that is going to be most important for you to be able to find who you really want. So if you know that you're someone who's more emotional or more spiritual, and you're living a life that doesn't align with that, like you're just really focused on other things like material world or the money stuff, but like your soul craves that spiritual partnership or spiritual people in your life, but you're not surrounding yourself with people like that. You're more so in like the whatever other world, corporate world, that you can't really find close people to connect with you on a spiritual level, it's going to be very hard. You're going to feel lost. Okay, so this is a time to show yourself who you really are, so that you can find this real soul tribe for you, because if you're not, it's going to be almost impossible. All right, next thing we have is third eye, intuition. Again, Pisces associated with intuition. Your intuition is going to be going up. You have reconsider. This goes with this, in my opinion. Nothing is set in stone. So things are going to be changing. You're going to be changing your mind. This is a time period for growth and expansion. And with growth comes uncomfortable decisions, uncomfortable conversations, and changing your mind, changing course of action, so, or releasing something so that you can have room for more. All right, so this is a time where you're doing a lot of like moving things around. That mutable energy is like being flexible. It's compromising. It's putting people in different places, changing the puzzle. All right, so that's that energy there. Okay, so that's what we have going on so far. Let's continue on with the reading. We're going to wrap it up shortly with any other themes that are going to be prominent, and then some advice for everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Okay, so what other themes are going to be prominent for everyone under this, I was going to say new moon in Pisces. This is a second new moon, all right? Go tweet that. It's a second new moon, basically. It's going to feel like that, at least. A second new moon in Pisces. All right, so what's the other themes that are coming towards the collective for, we have chef, we have rejection. All right, what other themes do we have for the Jupiter and Pisces transit? Professional. Okay. So it could, what I heard like in my head, it can take some rejection for you to find who you really are. All right, so this is what we have here. We have pretty good stuff when it comes to money, at least. And then we have some stuff when it comes to love that's a little bit different. So with love, you have rejection, and then you have still hurt and angry. So this could be a period where you maybe have some wounds that come up in regards to rejection, because again, the Pisces energy can feel very rejected pretty quickly by society, because the way that Pisces thinks and operates is on an intuitive level, and sometimes people can't understand that. So you may start to have these wounds come up about rejection, or you're still angry at somebody for rejecting you, or you're still hurt about it, possibly. But when it comes to your career life, things can really take off here. You have promotion, you have professional, you have success. Again, Jupiter, all about these types of themes. Some of you could be a chef, you could be a cook, or you could have maybe a hidden talent. Again, this is a time where hidden talents can be exposed, because 12th house energy associated with Pisces deals with things that are hidden. Could be a sign of hidden growth, hidden gifts, hidden talents, all those types of things. So if you're a chef, for sure, this could be a time where you're making a killing on your plates or your food truck or whatever. All right. You have death and rebirth. So this is a time where things are shifting when it comes to your beliefs as well, or you might feel like you're going through a death and rebirth period, especially for those of you who are Leo suns and risings, because it's hitting the 8th house for you, and I'll go through that in a moment. Sorry, y'all, my nose is running. Sometimes it does that when I do readings. I'm not sure what that means. But then we have pet. This could be a time where you get a pet, or a spirit animal. That's what I feel for some of you. A spirit animal is coming towards you. Okay. So those are some other themes that you can be on the lookout. Like some animal is your spirit guide, is really what I got from looking at that card. Now let's see. I'm trying to think, what cards do I want to use as the advice? So let's use these cards, and then I might clarify with see, I just fixed my deck. Why is it all upside down? The thing is with my cards lately, I've been like putting them all upright. I still read reversals if they come out reverse, but as far as like what I want them to be, I put them all up right now. Okay, so here we go. Let's see, what is the advice for the collective, please, Spirit, under this Jupiter and Pisces transit? What's the advice for the collective? Let's do 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, Temperance, Sagittarius. All right. What other advice? The Empress card, very fruitful time. That card kept coming out. If you saw my recent new moon video, that card kept coming out. Okay, so we have the 4 of Wands, 8 of Swords reverse, 7 of Swords at the bottom, Lover's card at the top. All right, so you have 3 nines. 999. Nines represent closings of cycles. A cycle is about to close out in your life. Could be a cycle of limiting beliefs and limiting power, because you have the 8 of Swords in reverse as advice. So with this being said, this means to get out of your own way, to get out of those mental prisons that you put on stuff, on your life, on your thoughts, on your circumstances. Is to really remove yourself from the mental prison. Our own thoughts can really be detrimental to what's possible. And if you take the restrictions off of things and off of your belief system, this can help anything. Okay, remember, believe in the impossible. But this energy upright is you have so many fears, so many doubts, so many things that you're associating with your circumstances and your situation that you may not even have proof of. Well, yes, you may not have proof of the good stuff either. You don't have 100% proof of the negative stuff, the negative fears that you are experiencing. So try not to attach so much emotion to it and attach so much truth to your fears. All right. So with that being said, again, with these nines here is to, yes, be prepared. Always be prepared for anything. But with the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, this is about raising your standards. This is about enjoying things in the present moment. It's about thinking about what you could enjoy and then making yourself open to experiencing those things, because you already have like some of the things that you need right now. And the more you enjoy what you have, the more can come in. So other advice for Wands is focusing on stability and things that you can feel comfortable in and moving towards that and thinking of ways that you would like your life to be more stable. The Empress card and the Temperance card, that kind of rhymes. But you have Taurus, Libra energy here, and then you have Sagittarius energy here. With this energy, this is all about divine timing, divine protection, and knowing that everything is blossoming the way that it's supposed to, because the Empress can represent fertility, pregnancy, the beginning stages of something, and the Temperance card is about having patience as well and emotional stability. So it is going to take you some time to see everything come to fruition. But right now, a lot of seeds are being planted and you are going to see some sprouting. So the more that you start to change your belief system, or to believe in more, or to meditate more, or really dive into spiritual practices more, or speak things into existence, practice positive affirmations, I would say start small. And then, as you start to see your intuition grow, you start to trust yourself more, you start to see things happen, then you're going to feel more comfortable like manifesting bigger things for yourself. Because if you start really, really big, you may feel like your intuition doesn't work or you can't manifest because maybe you're just aiming way too high. All right, Jupiter likes to expand really high, but when it comes to growing abundance, growing your intuition, it does take some time. It takes practice. It takes patience. But knowing that something is growing is the key. All right, something is growing, something is happening. All right, so that's the energy there for the advice. So yeah, that's everything for the tarot. Now, the last part, we're gonna go through a quick overview for the last 5 minutes of this reading for what's that other deck? I lost it. I don't know. Sometimes I lose the decks up in here. They just walk away from me. But where it's going to be hitting for you all, Jupiter and Pisces for all 12 signs. Really quickly, go through on my iPad. So Aries all the way to Pisces, quick overview. Aries, this is happening in your 12th house. Remember, suns and risings. This is happening in your 12th house. So you can experience an expansion of psychic gifts, spirituality, divine protection, because Pisces energy and Jupiter both associated with protection, especially Pisces though. But yeah, a lot of more psychic gifts and a lot more spiritually in tuned and progress in that, and just feeling like your luck is on your side, really, in terms of protection and being able to get out of tricky situations. Taurus, this is happening in your 11th house. So you can experience a large expansion in your social networking, your friend group. You could possibly get a lot of like an influx of social media followers if you're posting on there, or you created like a YouTube or a page, and just an expansion of hopeful opportunities. You're going to be feeling a lot more hopeful, and like your wishes are able to be obtained. Gemini, this is happening in your 10th house. So an expansion or new possibilities in your career, your public image, public reputation, and you'll see windows of opportunity for career changes. So thinking about maybe if you want to change your career or change your approach to your image, or change like your reputation or the way you come across on social media, you might decide to do that. Cancer, this is happening in your 9th house. So your 9th house is associated with your career. I mean, not your career, your belief system, and higher education. You might feel like called to change religions or change like spiritual practices, you and Aries especially. Or you're going to have some type of upgrade in a belief system. You could decide to go back to school. You could decide to take some classes, but an expansion of long-term knowledge and wisdom is coming towards you. Leo, this is happening in your 8th house. So you can definitely be experiencing an influx of money. You could get like a sugar daddy at this time, or a sugar mama, sugar person. And because 8th house is other people's resources, so people just kind of throwing money at you. You know, they want to help you, they want to buy you things. You can get money through credit or passive income, bonuses, inheritance, partnerships. You could like be with somebody who has a lot of money, something along those lines, or you're going to be experiencing a lot more deeper connections at this time. Virgo, 7th house. All right, this is why I was saying for you in Scorpio, this little period from now until July is very significant. If you're looking for love, you want some love in your life, some romance, you're likely going to find it if you want it. All right, personal relationships, 7th house, long-term commitments, expansions in that. Again, Jupiter just amplifies things. So in any of these areas here, if there's some issues that's been happening, it's going to blow it up in your face. So you're going to see where the problems are in your relationships, or in any of those sectors where Jupiter is. I should have said that at the beginning. But yeah, so long-term commitments, expansion of relationships in general. Libra, this is happening in your 6th house of health, wellness, and work. So again, similar to what I was just saying, if you have health issues, it may kind of flare up so that you can take care of it. Always for your highest good though, you'll find a solution. Or you might get like an influx of, like you're going to be very, very busy with your everyday life, and your routines are going to increase, or you're going to have like a lot of different things going on when it comes to your work. Now you could experience a weight gain at this time, because Jupiter, wherever you have Jupiter, again, if it's in your health, sometimes you can like experience fluctuations in weight or something of that nature. That's just a heads up. But yeah, then we have Scorpio, 5th house, suns and rising. Scorpio, this is going to be an expansion of fun, creativity, romance, children. You could have some pregnancy stuff going on right now. Just be aware of that. If you can have children, or you want to have children, this is a good time that you should try to have children, because you're likely going to have them. So yeah, this is just going to be a fun period for you, where you're just feeling more lively, you're more excited, you're just enjoying your life, all right? And things are a lot more lighthearted for you. Scorpio could be pretty serious. Scorpio's moon and rising. We need that fun. We need that optimism. Next, Sagittarius, fourth house, could definitely be experiencing an upgrade in your home life, home life. Maybe wanting to expand or travel, go somewhere. Oh yeah, Cancer could want to travel as well. But um, yeah, maybe growth in your family, possibly. But really, some of you are just going to be you might move really quickly during this period to a new house or a new home. Or some type of upgrade to your current living situation. Capricorn, this is happening in your third house, so you're going to have an expansion of your mind. You're going to be really wanting to know new things, thirsty for new knowledge. Marketing can improve, communication can improve, or you're going to be reaching a wider audience or really connecting with groups in your area. And you could also have an improve your sibling relationships. Oh man. Okay. Aquarius, this is happening in your second house. It's going to be pretty good. All right. For the air signs, money's going to definitely go up. But Aquarius, this is going to be in your second house, so an influx of money, earnings, self-worth. Your self-confidence probably going to be through the roof. That ego is going to be out the window somewhere. Um, you know, all the way at the top of the Empire State Building. But yeah, your money's gonna definitely go up, and you're gonna be feeling this new found confidence, or maybe your possessions are gonna go up in value, or something that you've created is going to be very valuable, or something that you're thinking of could be very valuable during this time. And then Pisces, the star of the show. So this is like gonna be a pretty quick, huge growth spurt for you. Could be physically or metaphorically. Because again, with Jupiter, that's expansion. I've heard that people who have Jupiter in their first house sometimes have problems with their weight or gaining weight. So this could be a time period you or Libra could experience some fluctuations in your weight. But yeah, you're going to be experiencing a lot of growth here and within yourself. A time to spiritually expand in all areas, your physical body, your spiritual self, your emotional self. Look out for seeing 333. You might be seeing that number a lot more, representing you growing in all aspects, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, etc. But you're going to be feeling brand new again. Okay, you're going to feel like a sense of refreshment, that you can hear your intuition again. Like you're going to be feeling like you can tackle your dreams again. And if you lost motivation, it will be coming back over the summer. Okay. So a sense of like spiritual enlightenment and being reconnected to yourself all over again. All right, so that's what we have for everybody. Sorry about that mishap in the beginning of my camera just slinging off the thing. I don't know what happened, but I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Please let me know if you have questions, if this reading resonated with you. I hope everybody has an amazing Jupiter and Pisces transit. I hope I do, because yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.